The following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution from Asmodee. Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Megan the Daughter.
And today we are playing Escape Zombie City. This is by Queen Games and distributed by Asmodee. This is the sequel to Escape Curse of the Temple that you probably already watched this playthrough of last week if you're following along. So, obviously we are fighting zombies. Megan, would you like to introduce us to the zombies?
Okay, so this is the bag of zombies, and every time you enter or explore a new tile, you flip one of these cards, and like this one doesn't tell you to pull a zombie, or that one.
I think we need to shuffle these.
Yeah, that one does. Okay, so that one says you pull a zombie onto that space. So
the one that you just explored
Yes.
and revealed. So when you explore, you're going to take one of those tiles off the stack, and you flip it over. You will put the skull marking. So if I was exploring for this space, I'd put the skull there. So that shows the direction that the zombies move. And then the cards that Megan was showing you, like when these cards come up, so this means that all green zombies move one space in the direction of the skulls.
So like this green zombie here, if he gets put here and this card comes up later, that zombie moves to this tile. So this zombie is a plumber, and you need 3 baseball bats to defeat it.
Yeah, and when you defeat these guys, they go back in the bag. So you'll always have a full bag of zombies pretty much to fight, unless your city gets overrun with zombies. There are a couple other cards that are special that I'll point out here. Let's see which ones they are. This one right here. This means that for every space or every tile that has the zombie horde, you are going to put one zombie there. Megan's trying to find one of those tiles.
Like that.
So you see there's the zombie horde right there in the middle. So if this card comes up, then any tiles that we have of those on the board, we're going to put one zombie on each one of those. So we really don't want to do that. Also, a closer look at the card here, you'll notice these little numbers at the bottom. The 2, 3, 4, and 5. If they say 1 and only 1, then they're used in kind of the introductory game. That's the standard game. It's pretty easy. You don't really have multiple zombies coming up. You don't have multiple zombie moves. And I'll talk about some of that when we get to into the review. But we are playing in the advanced version. So that is what they call the second scenario. So that's why we're doing the 2 there. And if you look at our starting board here, these are the starting tiles. We know they're the starting tiles because they have a little S on the bottom, and they always go in this configuration. This represents our Scooby-Doo van, and there is our Scooby-Doo van right there.
Mystery machine.
Yes. Maybe we should paint that, like a teal color.
I've got green paint. I could do that.
You probably could. But this represents the amount of cargo spaces that we have. So since we are playing on the advanced, we are going to need 6 items instead of 5. 5 is for the basic. So we put unique items, and we put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 if you want to play the insane version. But I don't think we'll do that. So this is another one of the starting tiles. This is the graveyard. What you see here is this outline. That's where we're going to stack those cards. And then over here are the zombie counters. If we have 3 zombies that make it to the church, we lose. The church is our starting location, and I'll just show you that right now. So that's what the church looks like. The rules pretty much follow the exact same as Curse of the Temple. This shows what you need in order to enter the tiles. So this would mean you need a running man and a bat. And as far as the dice go, the dice look very similar to the original game. You have a fist, you have a running man, you have a panic dice, you have a calm dice, and you have a baseball bat. And I like to think of the bat like cricket bat, like in Shaun of the Dead. Love that show.
Show?
Movie. This is one of the special tiles where we're going to be able to pick up those items that I was just talking about. This represents a garage. You can tell because it's got the little wrench symbol there. And you'll see an outline of where the item goes. So when this appears, we're going to place an item there. And when you get to this, you need to roll, one person needs to roll 3 fists, and then they can take that item. And if you flip it over, it shows a tire. So when you get back to the church, you'll be able to put that into the Scooby-Doo van. And once we have 6 of those in the advanced game, then we will get to escape. Now, there are 2 other tiles that are like the mechanic or the garage tile, and that is the hospital and the grocery store. There are 2 of each of these.
Yes.
So I don't. Are there 2 hospitals as well?
Yeah, there's 2 of everything.
Okay. So
2
that's going to give
hospitals.
you an opportunity to get 6 items. There just happen to be 6 tokens that you're going to be able to place. So they represent different things you'll find at those locations. Like here's blood and pills and
First aid kit.
first aid kit.
The grocery store sells Whiteout or Baja Blast 7-Up or Mountain Dew. And then you have a cell phone and all that other cool stuff.
Okay, this is the exit tile that you're going to look for. And the way to win is you have to have your van at this exit, and you can see there's the on-ramp into the interstate. And so you have to have your van here, and you cannot have any zombies there. The other way you lose, like I said before, was to have 3 zombies make it to the church. The tile stack is actually broken down into 2 separate different kinds of tiles. So they really all look the same, but they have different letters on them. So you have a stack of A's, as you see there, and you also have a stack of B's. So what you're going to do is you will shuffle all the A's together, you will shuffle all the B's together, and then place the stack of A's on top of the stack of B's. So that, I think, does it.
Yep.
So let's get ready to play. Okay, so we're ready to start here. Go ahead, Megan.
Ready?
Let's go this way, yeah. So we need a running man and a fist.
Yep.
They actually called it getaway, but let's call it the running
Running
man. Scary.
Not yet. Hello, Larry.
Alright, running man. I got a running man.
Got it.
And I got a fist.
Ooh,
Okay.
I've got 3 locked up.
So,
That's great.
alright, I got 2 running men, so I'm going to explore here, flip the
Yep.
Flip the card.
Green.
greens
I'm
move.
gonna, no, yeah.
And I can also have another, and I
That's
can
a
explore
horde.
here.
That's a horde card. We have a horde.
Okay, so
Where's
we
that
need to pull a zombie and put it on each horde.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a green. So,
I'm not doing good. You can unlock stuff.
oh, we need to pull another card. You only pulled 2 cards. Just, I'm gonna pull
Oh,
that
sorry.
one. So greens move. So now we got to beat him up, and we can't use our gold in order to unlock unless we move out, and then so we need to really beat his butt down.
I've got 1.
I got 2.
3.
Whoops.
Got it.
Oh, okay. So now we can unlock. I'll unlock those. So let's go this way. Running man and a fist. I'm good. Unlock 2.
Thank you.
And a running man and a fist.
Got it.
Okay. So now we can explore. I'm gonna explore here. Flip a thing. And we got a hospital.
1 pops up.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in there.
What do we need? We need a running man and a. So we need to whomp on him. So I can clear that. So we need fists.
I've got 3, 4.
Actually, I need to get there first.
4. I've got 4.
Alright,
Can I
running man and
unlock?
fist? No, because
that's only 1.
of this. So we need fists. So
5.
there's 1 fist.
I've got it.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
he's toast?
Yeah, he's
Alright,
good.
so now 3 bats in order to get that thing. I've got that, and I can clear that. And 2.
I've got 1, 2.
I got 3, okay, we're good.
Okay.
So let's explore. I got 2 running men. I'm going to explore
I've
here,
got
pull
2
a card.
running men.
Pull a
There's a
card.
zombie.
Okay, so zombie goes
I'm gonna
there.
explore here.
Pull a card.
That's a zombie.
Alright.
And that's what is that? The shop.
That's
Mechanic
the
shop.
gas station.
Did you get? You
Yeah, I
did?
already got
you
that.
rid of him, okay.
Okay, so let's take care of this green dude. Or no, let's go over here.
Okay, 2 running men, and then
2 running men.
bats.
Okay.
2,
I got 3.
I've got 3.
Okay,
We're good.
so we're toast. So we need fists. And we can clear our guys.
1.
I got 2 fists. Clear your black. Your panic. I got 3 fists. Okay. So let's explore. We gotta explore this way. I'm exploring. Flip a card.
Zombie.
Zombie, huh? And we got the grocery store. Okay. So we have another red one again. I'm not shuffling these very well. So we need a running man and a thing and a bat, which I have.
Got it.
Okay. Clear your thing with your other one first. Okay. So we need bats. 2, 3. Need 1 more.
4. Got it.
All right. So he's toast.
What do we need? Fists.
Shake that up. Yeah, fists.
2. 3. Got it.
All right. So that's
we need
yours.
to get heading back.
Yeah, let's head back. Couple of a running man.
Got it.
Got it. Okay. Let's running man and a fist.
Okay.
I got it.
I don't got it.
Uh-oh.
Got it. Move me. Okay.
Okay, unlock yours.
Running
We need a
man.
running man. Okay.
Got it.
Alright, I can unlock that. Okay, so we're there. So we need a running man and a fist again.
Got it.
I got a running man. Unlock. Oh, you don't have any black.
Running man. Fist.
So unlock black. You got any?
Oh, running man and a bat. Sorry.
Running man and a fist is what I still need. Oh, I had a fist. Darn it, I got rid of
Come on.
it. A running man fist. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know.
Crap. Okay.
He knocked 4 times.
He did knock 4 times. So I need a running man and a bat. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
So now I gotta unlock these.
We got some Mountain Dew.
And we got a tire and we got some amphetamines because
I'm
we're on speed.
locked.
You're totally locked. Well, we can't put a thing in there, so.
Can you get anything?
Well,
I know. We've got
it's
time.
not always the smartest thing to do.
We've got time now.
Okay, unlock 2 of yours.
Okay.
Unlock 2 of mine. Unlock 4 of yours.
Okay.
And I'll unlock mine.
Got it. We're good.
Okay, so let's go. Oh, so now we have to replenish. So we are playing to 6. So actually, there's a lot of these here. It's a hospital there.
I feel like we're still in A too.
Okay.
We haven't explored much.
So we got to get to B. So let's go this way and see if we can link it up around. All right, let's go. We need 2 running men. I got it.
Okay.
Okay, move us there. I'm got 1 lock. Clearing that. I'm exploring. Are you exploring too? Okay, I'm exploring here. Okay.
1 pops up. Green moves. Green moves 2 actually.
Okay. So 1 just popped up on mine.
Yes.
Oops, that one.
So that one.
That one lost a base.
Oh, okay. Just pull 1 out. That's a running man and a bat. We need to get there.
Running man and a bat. Okay, I got a running man.
Got it. And we
Running
need
man and a
fists.
bat. Okay. So I'll clear mine. Clear 2. Clear 2. Oh, I got 3 fists.
I've got 3 fists, so we're good.
So explore. We're gonna explore this way.
There's that. Zombie pops up, green moves. We need to get back there before that one. Okay, I'm gonna go back.
I'm not too worried about him. Let's explore
But yeah,
here.
but if he moves again, he's in the middle.
Yeah, but we can do 3.
Okay.
So we need to explore some more. Okay, I'm going to explore.
I'm good.
Okay.
Bats.
So you're going to womp on him.
Got 1, 2, 3. He's gone.
Okay, I'm exploring here.
Okay.
Pull a card. We got a grocery store. We need to get there. Yellow's move. We don't have any. So let's get there. We need a running man and a fist. I got 3 locked. Running man and a fist.
Got it. Move
Okay.
me.
So we need bats, and I need to get cleared. I cleared 2 of mine. I got 1 bat.
I've got 2.
I got 2 bats, but I got 2 or 3 locked. So.
Unlock 2. Got it.
Oh, all right. Okay. So let's explore here.
Unlock.
Okay, I'm exploring there.
Exploring.
Okay.
That's a green move, so he's
Where
there.
are you exploring to?
That side.
Okay. So.
That's a horde.
Oh crap! There's the exit.
There's 3 hordes.
So, Actually, there's more than that.
There's 1, 2. Oh crap.
So there's one there. Oh crap, we got to get rid of him. One there.
Okay, what are we
One
doing?
there.
What do we need to go? Because I need to start moving.
We need to probably get back.
Okay.
Because it's starting to get.
Let's go here and then back.
Okay.
So I'm like, is that
So we need a running man and a fist.
Got it.
Which
and
that was left over, so I'm with you. So we need fist. I got 3 fists. 1 lock. I got 4 fists.
Got it.
He's toast.
He's good. Okay.
Okay, 2 running men.
2 running men. Got it. Running man back. Got it.
You know you're not staying with me.
Yeah, I know,
So,
but.
Okay, so I need a running man and a bat. I wouldn't be running if I were you. Rolling. Running man and a bat. Okay, I'm back. So we still need 2 more things. We're hurting. You know?
We need to get over there and then back over here.
Well, the problem is we don't have a whole lot of time. So we need to get
We need to
get some items.
We just need to go now. Oh, wait.
Well, the easiest way to go would be go this way. So running man.
Really? Because I feel like that way would be.
Well, we take him out, I guess.
I mean, okay. Well, just wait, because it's gonna come up. I feel like.
Well, yeah, but the problem is we need to be in the van so we can get to here. So when this finishes, we're gonna put a grocery store tile there, and we still need 2. So we got to get over here and hope that they're going. Oh, he made it to the church.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're wasting time. We should have been doing
I
something.
feel like it. Let's go running man. Oh crap! I got 3 locked up. Yeah, those 2. Oops. I didn't hand it in. Yeah, running man. Oh, you're going that way. Running man and a
I'm
fist.
just going for it.
Well, I'm totally locked up. You got to come back because I'm totally locked up. So you need a running man and a fist.
Yeah.
You need a running man and a bat. Okay, now unlock me.
Unlock.
4 of mine. All right. Oh, I got 2 that are locked again. Okay, I get those 2. And I'm totally unlocked. You're locked. Totally? Uh-oh. Unlock 2. Unlock 2.
Okay,
Unlock, and I'm unlocking mine. I'm good. You're totally unlocked?
Yeah.
Alright. So.
We need it. Just get this way and go. We just need to go.
Alright, because we got to get this. And then we got to get back and get the van. So as soon as this is escape, let's go ahead and get what we need. We need a running man and a fist. I have it.
Got it.
Yeah, I think we wasted too much time. You just rolled a yellow. You can clear yours. Alright, let's go. So running man and a fist.
Got it. We just gotta go.
Running man and a fist, okay.
Running man and a fist.
I have a running man already.
Got it.
Running man fist,
Okay,
I'm with you.
bats.
Okay, so bats. I got 2 right there. One.
Got it.
Alright, so what is it?
It's
Pills,
We're
crud.
good. We're good. We don't. Oh, we have it.
We already have it. So let's go here. So we need 2 running men.
Got it. Move me. Fist.
I'm with you. So yeah, I need fists.
2. Oh, I'm locked up. I can.
Unlock 2.
Got it. It's tire. We already have it. Crap. We're gonna lose.
So let's take out. Let's go here. Running man in the bat.
Oop, that one.
Alright, running man in the bat.
Got it.
I got it. I need to be. You got it?
Fist.
Okay. I need to get unlocked. So if you get
Unlock.
a yellow.
Yeah, unlock. Okay.
2?
Yeah.
Alright. I got mine. So there's 2 fists. Remember, you can use your items to unlock everything. I got 3 fists, okay?
Okay.
It is can of beans,
We're good.
so we're
we
good.
don't have it.
Okay.
Go back and work around.
So, alright, so we need 2 running men.
Got
Unlock
it.
all yours.
Got it.
All
Move me.
So, 2 running men.
Got it.
Okay, so we need bats.
Oh.
2 running men, that's what I have.
I'm gonna unlock.
Okay.
3 bats. Do you have another?
Yeah.
Got it. 4. He's out.
Alright.
Bat and a running man.
Bat and Running Man. Okay, I got the Running Man. I got the Bat and Running Man. Okay.
I do. Okay, move me.
Okay, so let's go here. We need Running Man and a fist.
Got it. Move. Okay.
Unlock.
Bats.
No, we're not with you.
2.
Running Man and a fist. I'm there.
3. Got it.
Okay, what is it?
Phone. We already have it. Crap.
We already had the phone? Okay.
Yes.
So, alright.
We're screwed.
So, let's just... Where else we got? We got everything. So, let's explore. Gotta get over there. So, we need a Running Man and a fist. I got it. So, let's explore.
I'm locked. I'm gonna unlock.
Unlock 2.
I'm just gonna use that thing.
Okay, I'm exploring because that's the thing. Good. It's a hospital.
Zombie pops up.
It's a hospital.
2 running men.
It's a yellow, so we need bats. So we need 2 running men, which I got those to explore. Remember, you can't clear yours. Okay,
Got
so I'm
it.
with you. Oh, okay.
Fist.
So we need fist. All running men. There's 2.
Got it. It's first aid kit.
Okay, let's get back. We got to get back and.
We still need one more
Clear
item.
all yours. Clear all yours.
We need one more item.
No, we'll have 6.
No, we don't. We already have the tire. Okay,
Yeah,
we're good.
that,
Okay.
that.
Sorry.
Okay, so let's, we gotta get Running Man and a fist.
Got it.
Okay, I'm with you.
2 running men.
Clear all your black.
Got it.
So, 2 Running Men. Okay, I'm there. Let's go lock.
Okay.
Need a Running Man and
Got
a
it.
bat.
Got it. Okay, come on, hurry up.
Running Man and the bat. Okay, so I need to still get there. I need a Running Man and a bat.
Keep a bat. You had a bat. You had a bat.
Oops, I got a black
Just keep
one
going.
too.
Just keep going. We're not gonna make it. Got it.
Okay, good.
Get the
Van. Okay, so now we need 3 Running Men. 3 Running Men.
Got it.
Okay.
Unlock 2. Got it. You got it.
Okay, so
2 running men and a bat and a fist.
So which way we're going here? 2 Running Men.
That's final. Okay, I've got it. You need a fist. You need a fist.
Oh.
You need a fist.
Oh no. Okay. No, we're going here.
Oh, okay.
Aren't we? You got. Oh, you have 2 running. Okay.
I was going here.
All right. Okay,
you
so we're
still
doing.
have to kill that zombie.
Okay, so we're doing okay. So I need a fist.
We have less than a minute.
Okay, I need a fist. I need a fist.
Come on.
I need a fist.
Oh my gosh. I have 4 fists, I swear.
Crud, I'm totally locked up.
Okay, unlock
clear.
2. Unlock 2. Just go, or you're not gonna make it.
Running Man. Oh nope.
No, we're
There
done.
we go. There we go.
We're done.
Okay,
We're
we need
done.
Running Man, 2 Running Man and a fist.
We're done. We're done. We died. We stalled too much. We stalled.
Okay, yeah.
Way too much.
We spent way too much time. We went back too early. We should have got some more items there.
That was part of my fault, though, because I thought it was coming sooner than it did.
But at least we played the game correctly, because when we initially filmed this, we forgot one simple rule, and that is you cannot use these when you are in the presence of a zombie, when he's on your tile. The first time we did it, we had just played a bunch of Escape Curse of the Temple, and we were so used to just unlocking. So that did slow us down, because the first time that we recorded this, we actually finished like 3 minutes ahead of schedule, because that did not slow us down.
Yeah, we're like, wow, what did we do?
So when you play by the rules, sometimes the game is hard, which is what it should be, and that creates the tension there.
But just keep moving.
Yeah, we've played this game, a handful of times. We're not really sure about, when to start heading back.
Is
and I
this
think
the first time we lost?
Yeah.
Playing correctly? But...
Playing correctly, yes. It is the first time we lost. Well, the first time I think when we played it correctly, but then when we were playing all the other escapes. Yeah, so. All right, well, let's get to our review.
Okay, so I think this is a great expansion, second version of the game. It's a lot more intense than the first one. You have to worry more about the items and getting them unique, because there was last game we played before we filmed. we kept getting duplicate items. So I was having to run back and try to refill them.
The thing you can do with your duplicates, though, is you can hold on to it, and then if you get totally locked up with 5 panic dice, then you can basically throw that unique item back in the box and unlock all your dice. Yeah.
Yeah.
The official term for what we were doing when we got locked up and put a zombie there is called a rescue. Not really sure why they call it a rescue, because I guess because your butt's gonna need rescuing because the zombies
Probably.
there.
But no, I really like this version of it. It's a lot better, I think, than the first one.
And you didn't know if you'd like it or not.
I didn't. I'm not a big zombie person, though.
No, you're not.
They gross me out.
This is, I think, actually takes the intensity and ramps it up more. I think because in Curse of the Temple, you already have the gems.
Yeah.
So all you got to do is unlock or
Get back
explore and find those gem activators and get the gems on them. Here you have to find the store or the mechanic or the hospital, get the item, and then get it back to the church. Got to get you to the church on time.
Yep.
But yeah, I really like it. Again, like I said on Facebook, I don't think I could play this game more than 3 times in a row. It would just give me a massive headache.
Oh, we've done pretty well.
To be honest, we've only played at this level. I really like this game. I think it does add that extra dimension, especially with this being the first game in our 2015 spooky game theme month of October. I think the theme really comes out really good here. I mean, yeah, you're just chucking dice, but you do have the zombies that are popping up. You've got the soundtrack that
you can hear the zombies.
You can hear the zombies.
And they're juicy.
They are juicy, and they knock 4 times.
Yeah.
So, I do want to show you a little tile comparison between this and Escape Curse of the Temple. As you can see, the zombie tiles are just a little bit bigger. Put that next to it. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. You know, basically the outline of the zombie card there, the blood border, is about how much bigger that is all the way around. But the artwork on these, I think, is really cool. When you look at the cityscapes, you look at the zombies up close.
They're kind of cartoonish, though.
They
but
are
I guess
a
that's
little bit.
To make it family friendly.
Yeah, and there are 3 types. You have the greens, which they are the most prevalent, but they're the easiest to beat because they only take three things to whack them. The yellows are the intermediate. There are less of them than the greens, and they require 4. And then the reds are hard. And they require 5. That guy reminds me of the of Beetlejuice, the football player that had died. You know, he wasn't a zombie, but he was just a dead dude.
We don't talk about that movie.
You don't like the Beetlejuice?
Freaked me out as a kid, man.
Oh, Beetlejuice, that's
scary.
That's cool. This does give you, if you're a fan of zombie movies, I think you're going to like this. This really kind of puts you right into the middle of it. I sometimes think of the church as the Winchester from Shaun of the Dead. You know,
it's interesting.
Let's go to the
Winchester, though, because then I think of Supernatural and the Croatoan virus that made them all like zombies, and they had to go around and collect all the items, and you got to hoard the toilet paper.
Hey, I don't care who you are.
That's a thing.
You got to have the toilet paper.
According to Chuck, you got to hoard the toilet paper.
Because I tell you what, and you don't want just any toilet paper. You want the good stuff.
You're getting too personal there with your toilet paper.
You know, well, in the zombie apocalypse, that's what you're going to need: canned food, clean water, and toilet paper.
Or 7-Up, Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that does look like 7-Up.
No, it's Mountain Dew. It's Baja Blast Mountain Dew.
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not up on all my beverages.
You don't do the
I don't do the Dew. No. In this game, too, we only had 2 tiles left.
I don't think we ever got that far down below.
No, we didn't.
That's pretty good.
There's that extra tile there. The replayability on this, I think, is high because you can keep scaling it. And I'll show you the rules. Ooh. There we go here. So you can vary the number of items that you need and the number of zombies that make it to the church. So since we were playing on the advanced rules, like I said, we needed 6 items, and only 2 zombies could make it to the church before we would lose the game. We've never had a problem with the zombies making it to the church, and I think a lot of that has to do we've never had the hordes to really come up a lot. And we got lucky because we had a lot of zombie movement cards for zombie colors that were not on the board. So those pretty much didn't hurt us at all. Okay, so you remember how I told you about the numbers at the bottom of the cards here? 3, 4, 5. Those are for whatever scenario that you were playing. Since we played with scenario number 2, we didn't actually get to these cards, but these are kind of like the curse cards in Escape Curse of the Temple. Now, they call these zombie bite cards. This one is paralysis, which says place one of your dice on this card. You get the die back only if you get rid of this bite card. So just like the curses, you have to, in this case, you just need to roll 2 bats. Here we have, this is the same one. Sorry. This is silence. You're not allowed to speak. This one is called unresting, where you have to play standing up. This is broken arm. You have to keep one arm behind your back. This one is called vertigo. If one of your dice falls off the table, then you must place it back in the box and you have lost it. Whoops. Sorry there. And finally we have sneak. You must roll your dice one at a time, which would kind of really suck. So that'll do it. Stay with us. We're going to have more spooky games coming up.
So we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.